Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Rangers Review Transfer Special, another one. And I'm joined once again by Guus from the hugely popular Twente podcast, Tucker Proat. We're just speaking off air there, Guus. We had a chat on Monday about Vaclav Černý and what we can expect from him, and also you guys buying Sam Lammers. And now we're here a couple of days later talking about another player, Rangers on the verge of signing your captain and Robin Proper. I think it's a transfer that surprised a lot of us. We've never seen it coming. Certainly that this morning it emerged that Rangers were making it their move. First of all, Gus, it's great to have you on. How are we doing?
Yeah, very well. Didn't expect to be back so early indeed.
Yeah, but it's super to have you on. Is it a move that surprised you as well?
Yeah, a lot. We talked about Mace Hilgers, our other defender who was linked to Rangers, but Robin Proper, I never saw it coming. He would go to Rangers. He signed a new contract with us last January, so we were hoping to have him on a little bit longer, but unfortunately he's going.
Yeah. What's his time been like? Because I know he's the captain of the team. Is he highly thought of by the Twente supporters?
Yeah, he is. He's been said to be one of our best signings in the last few years. Although he came on a free transfer, but immediately just made his mark and was captain right away. And has been leading the defense for the last three years.
Yeah, interesting. You had a good season, of course, last season we talked about on Monday, guiding the club to a third place finish in the Eredivisie. Is it going to be a big void to fill, do you reckon, filling his boots in the back line?
Yeah, because it's quite a young team we've got, and he was really the leader of the team, and that was the important thing of us. We had in every line of our team, we had one experienced player, and Robin was certainly that in the back end of our team, but it's going to be tough, and I don't think we'll find a good replacement very soon. But maybe some of the young guys will stand up at our end. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, what's the Twente fans saying about this, Gus? You guys on the podcast, is you're not too happy about this move happening?
No, that's the reason I'm not wearing the Rangers jersey today. I'm not a big fan of you guys today. No, it's going to be a big fight, as you said, and we're not really happy about it. But he came as a free transfer. He had his contract extension and probably had something in his contract for a fee he could go. So it was supposed to happen, I think, but it's kind of quick, and we're not too happy about it. Certainly, the timing of it's not the best because the Champions League preliminaries coming up, just as Rangers. So it's difficult. It's a difficult timing to lose our captain.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the registration, I think, is tomorrow for those Champions League squads to be registered. As a player then, in terms of his profile, Gus, what can the Rangers fans expect? Is he an aggressive defender? Is he someone that's comfortable on the ball?
Yeah, he's comfortable at the ball, but he's also very important in the passing with us. He has a very good long ball to our attackers when there's no footballing solution by our other defenders. Also, our keeper is not the best at shooting the ball to our attackers, so he plays an important role with that. Yeah, and he's just very important to keep the defense lined up and keep it all together at the end. And yeah, I think he makes some mistakes. He's not the quickest defender, and he sometimes makes very weird fouls. But okay. It's okay because he's just very good at leading the defense for the rest. So
yeah, interesting. And plays on the left hand side, doesn't he?
Yeah, right-footed defender plays on our left side.
On the right-hand side, okay, interesting. Is he, in terms of his injury history at you guys, has he encountered any spells where he's spent time on the treatment table?
No big injuries, just a few small ones where we missed one game, but no big injuries for a long time.
Yeah, so pretty robust. What's he like in terms of set pieces offensively? Is he good at corners? Is he good at heading?
Yeah, he's very good at heading. He's our most important header of our team, also because our team is very small for the rest of it. So he's very important in that. He scored a few amazing goals, especially in the first few games he was with us. He scored against Ajax, the equalizer. It was a shot from like I think 30 meters, also from a set piece. And at the goal against Utrecht, he scored outside of the box. Probably was meant to be an assist, but it went in. So he scored some goals. He was our top scorer after the first 5 games he played for us. Lost that to our striker in the end, but he scores some goals, but also has some long spells where he doesn't score many goals.
Yeah, interesting. Just on the Champions League registration, lots of comments coming in just on that. Homer says you can register another 2 new signings up to the day before the first leg kickoff. So thank you for that bit of information, Homer. And interesting point from King Charles Spaniel says, I'm guessing it was a swap with Lammers. No point sending money back in forwards. Any reported fee over there in the Netherlands at the moment, Gus, about how much he's going to cost Rangers?
Yeah, I've seen one thing and it was almost the same as Lammers, so like 2.5 million up to 3 million. So I think it's almost the same. I just don't think it's a swap because it's a few days apart. But yeah. I think we won't be sending the money back and forward indeed. But it's almost the same price.
Yeah. Of course, he's a captain, as we touched on. Is he someone that leads by example, or is he someone that can shout and ball at players and grab them with the scruff of the neck just to improve their performance?
Yeah, I think he's not too aggressive in that. He's not someone who shouts a lot or something, but it's just very clear, very smart defender. It's also known he has a book club outside of football where he talks books with other footballers. So he's known for how well read and smart he is. And I think he's a calm defender in that. So you won't see him angry at his teammates or anything. But he is a big leader in that he just tries to get everyone with him and tries to get everyone on the right position.
Yeah, of course, 30 years of age now. A bit of a late bloomer. Do you reckon? Do you think he's at his peak years, or do you think he's maybe on the turn? 30. I mean, you look at it. Rangers have just sold a defender in Connor Goldson, 31, to Aris Limassol. It looks like a direct replacement, just a year younger. But is he someone you think that Rangers can get some good years out of him?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird career for him because he started at the Graafschap, a very small club, only 60 kilometers away from here. Then he went to Heracles, our neighboring rival, 25 kilometers from here. So he's been always around our end of the Netherlands. And this is his first big step. And I think he just gradually got better and better and better. And there were some doubts when he got to FC Twente. Is he good enough for us? But those doubts were very quickly turned around. So I think he can do the same at Rangers and show you that he'll be good enough for it. But he's not a super talent or anything. He's never been close to the Dutch squad or anything, or in the youth teams. He just gradually got better and takes his time to make a step on to a bigger club. And I think that's what he did right now. And I think it's a beautiful club he chose.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he'll enjoy himself at Ibrox. Has there been any? You said that he signed a new contract recently. Has there been any transfer speculation surrounding him in the past at all? Has he been linked with moves elsewhere before now?
Not really. There was a long time until he signed the contract extension, so there were some doubts he might just leave for free. Also at the end of this year, which in the end happened. But luckily we get some money for him now. But I thought he maybe would take the 3 years at Twente and then just move on a free transfer, but no real speculation about the other clubs.
Yeah, back four you guys play. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Back four, interestingly, and I guess he's someone you mentioned there. You're sad to see him go. Good relationship with the supporters, I'd imagine. Is he someone that the fans really took to and love?
Yeah, it also grew in the last few years because he came from our rival. So our rival fans were very happy with him, but now not so much anymore. But he made a good relationship with the fans. Yeah, he's a good guy, and yeah, we were lucky to have him the last 3 years because he grew with us. We're not the biggest club 3 years ago, but we grew in the Eredivisie to the third place we talked about. So he grew with us, and we loved him.
Yeah. I know you have a soft spot for Rangers, Gus. So can you see him doing well there? Can you see him maybe having a similar successful time as he had at FC Twente at Rangers?
Yeah, I hope so. I think the clubs are quite comparable right now where we're at. So both the same round in the Champions League, but he will make some. Yeah, we will have a weird moment now and then where he makes a handball or makes a weird foul. So don't immediately write him off when he does that in the first few games. But I think he'll do good at Rangers, especially in the Scottish Premiership. We'll have to see how he does European. He had some preliminary rounds last year, but we were quite unlucky by drawing Fiorentina and Fenerbahce in consecutive years. So we didn't make it to the league stage, but he has some experience, not a lot European. So we'll have to see how he does there.
Yeah, absolutely. And before you go, I get a lot of comments that are coming in. A player that doesn't play with you guys, but Williams and Alan has raised a point. He says, what does Gus think of Van Ginkel? This is Marco Van Ginkel, who are also looked to be signed. Rangers have been linked with a move for him, of course, formerly of Chelsea. I think he spent time at AC Milan as well, if I'm not mistaken. PSV, spent a time on loan there. Most recently at Vitesse Arnhem. Is he a good player, Gus?
He was a very big talent, but it surprised me that he's linked to Rangers because I don't think it was the best year at Vitesse. Obviously, Vitesse were very bad. They have big financial problems. We don't know if they'll exist in a week time, but he hasn't shown much last year, and he had big injuries over his career. Was loaned out from Chelsea, I think, 7 years in a row to PSV or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll be one of the starting guys for Rangers this year if he makes the move. But it surprised me that he was linked to you.
Yeah, I remember him well coming through, and he was highly rated at a time. But I think he's a free agent now, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a question here from Damo. He just says, "What height is he?" He's around about 6 foot or something like that. I know you're I think around. Is he a big strapping centre half, Gus?
Yeah, I don't know feet or foot, but 1.90 he is, so he's quite tall. He's quite tall defender.
Yeah, that'll do me. And I'd imagine he is undergoing his medical just now, folks, down in Manchester ahead of a projected move to Rangers. So it looks like the club have found that ready-made replacement for Connor Goldson, and he's likely to feature in at least the matchday squad for the trip to Tynecastle at the weekend as Rangers go to play Hearts. Gus, it's been brilliant having you on again. Who knows if we'll get you on if Rangers start raiding your club for more players, or if you do likewise at Rangers. But no doubt we'll have you on at some time soon. But thanks again for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Excellent. Hopefully you enjoyed that, folks. Robin Proper set to join Rangers, and a good bit of insight there into him from Gus. But that'll do it for now. We'll speak to you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.